Macomb, and welcome back to the Red, White, and Blue podcast, where I'm your host, Elizabeth Rochelle Fieldjoy. Today, we're going to discuss Dr. Corey Welchin of McDonough District Hospital. He is their orthopedic surgeon. Also, we'll discuss Bill Murdoch. He was the former CEO of McDonough District Hospital. He is gone. And also, we're going to discuss school starting in the West Central Illinois area and what our students are bringing to fashion. And we'll also discuss Charles Velasco Chandler and the Chandler Park. Let's get to it, Macomb. Well, our first up is Dr. Corey Welchin. Yes, you heard me right. McDonough District County Hospital, after 7 years, has found our doctor of orthopedic surgery. He had a practice in Minnesota for over 34 years. And he specializes in joint replacement, spine care, spinal decompression, and also sports medicine with trauma and injuries in your fingers and hands and toes and other extremities. A little bit about Dr. Welchin. In early 2026, he closed his Fairmont, Minnesota location after 36 years. Because of declining medical revenues, rising costs in running an independent office, and also staffing shortages and loss of income from temporary ban on elective surgeries due to COVID-19. Also consolidation of location rural healthcare markets was replaced by massive health systems. So he packed up, moved his practice here to Macomb, and it's been 7 years since we've had an orthopedic surgeon here in the Macomb area. So we are really happy and excited to have him. In other news, we're going to discuss Bill Murdoch. Now, Bill is the former president and CEO of McDonough District Hospital. He is officially gone from us. Now, we don't know the details of why he was let go, but currently in his place, we have Wanda Foster. Now, Bill has been on a number of different things regarding the hospital. Bill has been with us since 2024 as the president and CEO. He carries things like our community awards. He's also been in cardiac rehab recertification certificates and awards. He's been involved in a number of things for McDonough District Hospitals. But we have Wanda Foster, so that would be great. On my personal campaign, I have Vote for Fieldjoy. Finally a woman's touch. So Macomb will have that one woman's touch with Wanda Foster. Other news, we have school is starting for West Central Illinois students, and they come with their fashion. So there's a lot of fashion to choose from, all the way from our kindergartners to our high school students. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring to us as far as the fashion. Now, as far as our high school students, they're transitioning into the workforce, so their attire will be something of a transitional phase period. As far as our middle school, they are transitioning as well, believe it or not, from their parents' expected wear to something that they want to bring to their own attire. So we'll be seeing a transition there. And as far as our little kindergartens, well, they're still under their parents' money attire to wear what the parents' theme is cute and adorable. So we'll be seeing a lot of fashion and wear from our children at school. So that would be great. Also, I would like to thank my two newest sponsors, Car Care Auto. They're located at 444 South Deer Road, right here in Macomb, Illinois. Go in and visit Austin or Bob. Their telephone number is 309-333-3369. Again, that telephone number is 309-333-3369. Car Care Auto. Also, I want to thank my other sponsor, Patsy's Hair. Patsy is located at 12 West Square in Macomb, Illinois. And her telephone number is 309-833-2433. She can also be reached at 217-430-6752. And I cannot forget my original sponsors, the ones who helped this podcast grow. Top Shelf by Derek Grifty. He's the operator and owner. He can be reached at 309-255-3745. And also Pro Edge Lawn Care. They're located right next to Wendy's at 921 West Jackson Street. Owner and operator is Brandon DeWeese, and he can be reached at 309-255-8402. Again, thank you to all my sponsors. Ms. Charles Velasco Chandler. Many people know him by Chandler Park. Now, there's a big controversy right now here in Macomb, Illinois.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
About Chandler Park. The city wants to renovate a Chandler Park for $3.2 million.
Yes, the city will have to contribute funds, but we've from the very beginning we've said we need the OSLAD grant, which is what we're discussing tonight, and then also the ITEP grant, which is the Illinois Department of Transportation grant. So we'll be applying for both. So moving through that process, the council needs to commit to the match that we will need for OSLAD. So OSLAD application is currently open. It's open until August 31st. So we're planning a public hearing on August 24th, where we've got that scheduled. We'll also need I think we'll need a resolution from council to formally apply for the grant. And the OSLAD grant is up to $600,000. If you recall, we've essentially divided the project into two parts. What I'm calling the park proper, so the interior sidewalks, fountain, the memorials, and that can be covered by the OSLAD grant. The playground equipment, which you voted to proceed with one vendor last week, and then the streetscape and the sidewalks around the park, which can be covered by the ITEP grant, just like we've done downtown, just like we did on Adams Street. So the goal is to refresh this park that's needed it for several years, and I feel this is a 50-year refresh of this park. New sidewalks around both sides of the street on Lafayette, Randolph, and Carroll Street, and then also redoing the streets, curb and gutter, etc. So we'll be coming back with ITEP information a little bit later, but first part is to do the OSLAD. The park proper is expected to be around $3 million. $600,000 would come from ITEP, and because of the grant cycle, I'll be looking for next budget year to budget the rest of those funds, either through TIF dollars, BDD, infrastructure sales tax, our other city funds, but just up front, that will be our match that will be required for the OSLAD grant. The ITEP, which is the streetscape and sidewalks around the park, ITEP, we will have no match for that, and they will fund up to $5 million, and the estimate for those things around the park is around $3 million. So we're looking at about a $6 million project for this park and the streetscape and sidewalks around it. But I think it will really flow from our downtown. Our whole downtown will be refreshed between the square and Chandler Park, and it's a very heavily used, very well-loved park, and I think we have a great project to make it happen.
Any questions for Mr. Coker? Alderman Hemingway.
There are two match levels in OSLAD. Which do you believe we will?
We will be we'll be matching 100% at least. So we'll be matching over the 600,000 because of the size of the project.
So you do not believe we will merit disadvantaged?
Well, because the size of the project is 3 million. Yes, I believe we will have disadvantage, but the max is 600,000 for what the OSLAD will grant. So our total project is around 3 million. So we'll be putting in 2.5 million regardless of the match. That's what I would say. So yes.
Okay.
Yes to both.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I was trying
Yeah,
to figure
sure,
out is
sure.
in OSLAD specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone else? Alderman Dorsett.
Yes, it's not for the city administrator, but it's just for the folks who, there's been a little bit of talk about the cost of this project, and this is, again, a long-term deal. This is not the first refresh of Chandler Park. Mr. Chandler here put in a lot of money to begin with out of his own pocket, but it's been changed many times since he did that. And we are just upgrading, updating, and refreshing with the best equipment and the best materials that we have access to these days. I think that we're doing a yeoman's job of going out and trying to find the best dollar matches we can. And unfortunately, things are not cheap anymore. So when people look at these and get sticker shock, everything is expensive now. There is no such thing as a $1 million project.
Very good. Anyone else? I would just note that this would fill the gap between the historic downtown dedication, commitment, the investment in the downtown by this council and previous councils, and connect the Adams Street corridor that was from another era. And this would tie all those, including our transit and our Amtrak station, together. I think it's a great opportunity, and it's been a while in the planning. It's been the vision for many years that this all come together like this. Alderman Shabazz.
Well, I'd like to say I believe it's a very needed, welcoming presentation as well. I think when you pull into Macomb and you see that there's a family-centered space like that, right, as you enter to the square, as you turn toward the businesses, I think that's probably the best welcoming sign you can get, something that's family-oriented, that looks nice, right? It's pretty much our welcoming as you enter into that part of Macomb.
Very good. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, hearing no further discussion, we'll place that on for action at the next week's city council meeting.
Totally against this. I don't think that we should use any money to upgrade the park right now. I think the park is fine where it is. The citizens of Macomb, we are in a decline as far as the residents of Macomb. And so the value is low in Macomb, the land value. And what my hardships, ironically, is being shared with a lot of residents here in Macomb, where we have low land value, the mortgages is upside down, but the taxes are going up, and it's steadily going up. I don't think that the park should be our main concern. And if Chandler was here himself today, I think that he would agree. Most people really don't know Chandler and who he was. Chandler, he was responsible for the economic development here in Macomb. He gambled, much like City Hall is gambling, and he put all of his money into the railroad here in Macomb, Illinois. Sadly, it failed and he lost everything. He had to move to Indianapolis, Indiana. He moved in with his son. He didn't have a dime, a penny to his name. He was a gentleman about it, and he took on Macomb's debt. And he left Macomb with his tail between his legs. He couldn't show his face anywhere near here. And he died on October 20th, 1934, penniless and broke. His family doesn't even live here. He doesn't have any members of his family that live here in Macomb in this area. They scattered elsewhere and also in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's a tragic story, and it's one that's a cautionary tale that citizens of Macomb, and especially City Hall, should really look into and realize when it comes to Charles Velasco Chandler. And I actually Googled what would Chandler say to Mayor Mike Inman about the project and trying to upgrade Chandler Park. Sorry to interrupt the podcast. I want to thank the viewers who pointed out an error in this segment. During a recent Monday committee meeting, the public discussion surrounding Chandler Park project created a lot of confusion regarding the layout.
Interior sidewalks, fountain, the memorials, and that can be covered by the OSLAD grant, the playground equipment, which you voted to proceed with one vendor last week. And then the streetscape and the sidewalks around the park, which can be covered by the ITEP grant.
I should have cross-verified those verbal comments against the official master plan PDF linked in the city's website before publishing, as the written plan does include public restrooms. I take full responsibility for that oversight. As an independent candidate operating without a massive political machine, I utilize modern data analysis tools and advanced AI software to help a grassroots campaign like mine parcel through thousands of pages of city budgets and complex documents quickly. Technology helps level the playing field against entrenched systems, but human accountability, that stops with me. Thank you so much for keeping the dialogue sharp. It only makes our blueprint for Macomb stronger. Let's get back to the podcast. And this is what they gave me, that Charles Velasco Chandler will tell Mike Inman, beautifying Macomb is a noble goal, but ignoring the deficit to build a luxury project, it is dangerous to gamble with the town's future. This is something that Charles Velasco Chandler would tell Mayor Mike Inman. I am agreeing with Chandler that this is not something that we should move forward to. Instead, they're putting a grocery store in the square. With a grocery store in the square, it serves so many purposes. It will generate income all on its own, and it will generate a lot of income. Can you imagine you're going to court and your judge is judging your case on an empty stomach? I can't even imagine. So if there's a grocery store nearby, go in, get something quick, cheap, fill you up right quick, and then go on judging our citizens of Macomb. And I am all for that. So while there are restaurants in downtown square, those restaurants will run you a tab of $25 to $50 per person every time you go to the restaurant and sit down and eat, and you have to tip. So having a small grocery store, maybe from one of our local already established grocery stores, in the square would do us some good. Also, I would like to thank my two newest sponsors, Car Care Auto. They're located at 444 South Deer Road, right here in Macomb, Illinois. Go in and visit Austin or Bob. Their telephone number is 309-333-3369. Again, that telephone number is 309-333-3369. Car Care Auto. Also, I want to thank my other sponsor, Patsy's Hair. Patsy is located at 12 West Square in Macomb, Illinois. And her telephone number is 309-833-2433. She can also be reached at 217-430-6752. Well, as always, it has been a pleasure. Please feel free to like, subscribe to Red, White, and Blue Podcast. And as always, let's go, Macomb.